Neon seal on the wet asphalt. Case is closed, the door, no question. The cold hammers in the rails, a shadow on the platform, key in hand. The path is under a strict lantern. Rusty hammer strikes, a matter of seconds. The staircase creaks, we are here on business. We set the seal, the city watches in silence. Without extra words, the tally is kept precisely. Neon seal on the wet asphalt. Case is closed, the door, no question. A step on the rail, the overpass breathes at night. A hidden strict chain secures the lock. The dead is written in the cold ledger. The key is forgotten, silence is carved into this place. The rail bends, the city's bound in steel. The seal burns like a sign, the deal is closed. The warehouse will wait while the hammer rings, the question is solved. Through shadow and protocol, the seal burns in the fire of dark streets. The sign isn't broken. Behind the glass and the lantern lies a new target. The door is closed, key in touch, not broken. Silent shadows, watch the code. The platform hums, but no one speaks. The ledger holds the deal itself strictly. A distant bell tolls the time and the tally is kept. Every step decided without words.
The seal shine, the moment's made for it. The highway is hard on rails like the spine of the night. The locked eye,
Thunder lantern hums in the half-light. The city moves without a single word. The code is set, the chain is seized forever. The warehouse shows no signs of being awake. The seal, like the essence pure and icy. The case is closed, further without witnesses. Neon light cuts the night, the concrete freezes. The seal is hard, the edge underfoot is cold. The alleyway is silent, the key from steel and iron. The city keeps a secret, watches but does not breathe. The procedure is complete, the hammers wait in hand. The glass won't flinch, the door stands under lock. The seal hardens on the dark asphalt. The question is closed, we seek no empty sound. Neon seal on the wet asphalt. Case is closed, the door, no questions. Time is frozen, the code is taken under control. The overpass hums, a signal for silence.
key on the palm, the standard is not broken. The city is frozen in cold anticipation. The seal burns, the deal is fixed.
Further without words, the door is locked forever. Steel gloves on the palm. The case is closed. The alleyway holds a shadow. The key won't let you pass. The platform glows dimly. The lantern dies in the distance. A hand in oil and steel. Here they check the debt. The lines in the ledger, not for empty words. The seal is set for good. The doors are shut tight. Rails are silent under the snow. The ring of a chain is heard in the quiet. We're on business. No words, a profile won't be written. The steel hand is for weight, not for flash. The warehouse is locked, slag underfoot is icy. In a mask of ghost and order, sounds every step. The key on the palm is bound, no one will see. The underpass hides the hammer and the bell. The rail is cold, it knows the weight of a stern fate. Siren without fuss, this is the voice of authority. The case is closed. Steel gloves are ready. A shadow on the wall, not a warning but a fact. The dead is in the book, the seal is pressed down hard. The staircase, a pulse underfoot, made of steel. The hand in the glove, a ritual, not a spectacle for the eyes. The lantern over the rail flickers, a sign of readiness. The door is locked, we on the tally, the chance is lost. The unseen weight of steel gloves provides the measure. We seek no calls, a matter of seconds is the answer. The steel fist moves without shine, without noise. The cable in the basement trembles, the ledger is silent. The platform greets and sends off without word. The procedure is engaged, the seal is in the archive. The weight of locks is a band, the code of life in the palm. The rails do not sleep, they know it is time for business. Under the linen is palace, the code is frozen Steel speaks without threats. Steel gloves, not for empty spectacles. The key in the palm, not a game, but a concrete sign. The rusty hammer with frost, as if keeping order. Rivets hold the weight of unsaid words. The door is under guard, the chain won't let you break through. The icy voice of the city will repeat it harshly. The weight of the glove, a witness, the quiet power. The case is closed, the signal dissolved in the night. The lantern dimly lights the deep alley. The seal makes the point, the job is sacredly done. The glove lies on the palm without showing off. The steel codex keeps silence and order. The rail, this is the border. The key, the path under control. The warehouse is prepared, the tally is kept without words. Possessing the weight, a ritual, not a threat. The steel gloves are ready, and that is the whole story. And that is the whole story.
Lantern on the wall, we do as we must. Only one light, the shadow is divided. Automatic lock, key in hand. Silent scream, the tally is kept deep. The alleyway shivers from the icy wind. Heavy steps without extra words. The rails are silent and the slab is cold. The intersection is closed, the question solved. Lantern on the wall, we do as we must. The lantern's halo light in the gloom of despair. Empty platform, a contract without signatures. A hand grips the key, a second one, the shadow of the call. The gangway below, like a chance with no return. The door is locked tight, slag on the steps. The distant bell, the countdown is precise. All deals are silent, the business is in gestures. The seal holds firm, a step back is impossible. A cloud of smoke veils a steel alley written in the ledger. All according to protocol. Not an extra word unless it's a sharp glance. A single lantern burns and the contract hardens with steel. A match was struck, the fire barely moves. A glance from the position calculated and cold-blooded. A chain of cause and effect forms knots in the shadow. The lock does not yield, it is time to close the case. Again the lantern's light, no extra words ahead. The rail underfoot is firm and will not fail. The legend, line by line. Our codex whispers ice along the rebar bar. And under the table a signal for silence. The platform is empty, we play without an audience. The rivets ring, strength is at our back. The lantern, a fire that decides fate. Half the face in shadow, the half light sways. The key turns in the lock, no mistakes and no tricks. We move by gosh with no right to fail. Duty before words, the defendant is silent. A bell in the distance bends space and time. The lantern reflects, the rail is cold like steel. The decision is made, the oath is sealed tight. Further without witnesses, a hard closed circle. Lantern on the wall, we do as we must. The deal is sealed, the pledge is silence. Rails in the ground, the road still waits. The door behind us now, the path is closed forever. The alleyway is frozen, steel crunches underfoot. Key in hand, confirmation, the word is law. The question is closed for good, no reservations needed. The single lantern burns, the feeling will not betray.
The key lies on the wet concrete of the platform. The door is closed. The question solved without word. The lantern's shadow draws a clear silhouette of the rail. The exchange is finished, steps have dissolved in the haze. The seal and the ledger, a matter of seconds. The rail's knocked, the protocol is uploaded precisely. Whoever held the key did not linger at the station, further without witnesses. It is time to leave. The exchange without words, the key has cooled on the concrete. Steel and cold, the codex is maintained in the details. The platform a border between here and on the way. Behind the lantern breaks the darkness of the walls. Rivets knock like a melody underfoot. The platform, a point of no return. The key lies like a sign of a completed transfer. The case is closed, status in the ledger. Steps fade in the rhythm of the departing train. The hammer has struck the time, a chain jingles in the silence. The lock is fastened, whoever held the key has vanished. The key is the signal, no more words are needed. On the cold concrete, a stain from the rain. The warehouse is closed, and the overpass sleeps in the dark. The dim halo of the lantern, a trace of memory. The fog recedes, the exchange happened without failure. The door is closed, the only key has grown cold. The platform is cold, frost on the rails. The protocol is signed, the tally is kept in silence. The machine leaves, the rain washes away the tracks. The key, not for pride but for protection. The seal is set, the ledger entry is fixed. Time is up, left behind without words. The night accepts the departure, the outcome is under control. The seal is pressed, the exchange passed in silence. The lantern flickers, the city does not sleep in the shadow. The staircase hides the steps in the distance. The key on the platform where the rails hung. The door is locked, the debt is closed without dispute. The station yard keeps the cold track. The shadow on the concrete, a sign of the path taken. We are in business. The protocol was strictly followed. Key on the platform. The door, no question. Exchange is complete, the rails hum in the night. Behind the appointment, forward without pause. The seal and the ledge, a cold mark. Faster steps, the truth is in the clarity of movements. Silence regulates the given protocol. The key lies, a signal to move clearly. Further without witnesses, a matter of seconds. Glass in frost, drawing a line. A sheet of ice gets the path by the contour of smoke, and it will be done. The platform a shadow, the lantern cast an icy halo. The key lies on the palm, the door will not open a second time. The image is unclear, in the lines only breath with sticky mud. The lock is in place, the entry in the ledger, a silent mark. The rail under the overpass is pulled to one point by a chain. The pain is frozen, everything important is hidden behind the frosted wall. The pain, an icy reproach, the gaze is hidden but the whisper of business is heard. A knife on the table without a trace, a decision without extra word. The yard is empty, silent, frost on the staples. The seal stands firm, the ledger, the station is frozen, every move like a step in the quiet. The door, a shadow behind the glass, what's behind it? Only cold and condition, the rail won't say extra. It just cracks in the blizzard of the struts. The river will hold the facade in the froth. The machine will not flinch. The pain, an oath, its traces are frozen by the breath of the wind. The gaze won't read it on the glass. Frost like the finest seal. The alleyway's frozen, ice knocks in the threads of the key inside. The lantern is veiled by shadow. No one give instruction. Who is here? The sharp sound of a hammer in the distance. The question is solved without arguments. A platform waits a calculation for a clean bet. The clock isn't pressing, the staircase is in fog. The lines are blurred, the decision is clear. The path on the rails is frozen, but breathing is heard at the edge. The pain will not fail, everything is encrypted. The silence is falling, the pain on the door cold steel. The rail lines tight in a knot, the step is unheard, only the air moves. the tallies kept without words, the images heard in the exhale. No stranger there, only one's own duty. The lock is sealed, a matter of seconds. The gaze and the key completed. The underground yard in frost has embraced every corner, every rivet, the door, a line on the glass where more is hidden than the shadow says. The lantern goes out, the key grips the decision in a hand without a tremor. The pain, a blind guard behind it, they decide without extra sign. In the haze of the glass, the lines are blurred, strangers move there. The ledger is silent, but the lines are under the weight of the cold wind. The rail, the protocol is driven into the steel. The window, an icy curtain, the alleyway, a shadow on the wall. Powder snow prevents seeing faces. The lock whisper, we are on business. The door, just a deaf memory of concrete. The lantern flickers, a sign that the exit is closed without extra word. The pain, the next page of the invisible ledger in the body of ice. Traces of breath, hidden from view, as if forever. The paint on the glass, a code and a seal, cold, like an ice bell. The rail on the platform, a bridge between points, where the key is hidden, the door is locked under it. A shadow that presses with its silence, the key in, a sign of trust between the lines and the day. The image is lost in the frosty crack, but a dancing step is heard. The love, a sharp edge of light, from which the meaning escapes. Behind the glass, steaming out lines that can only be read. The pain, a cold portal where words end and the work begins. Channel Noir. The case is closed, the question is closed, the seal is on the lock. The lantern's halo trembles faintly, shadow on the wall. A step on the slab, key in the pocket, all under control. The term is in the column, zero room for error. The platform waits, a cargo trust, the final test, the chain is tight. The door is locked, voices are gone, silence is the business all around. Rails been under the weight of decision, ice on the shackle cracks without sound. At the count of the ledger is open debt, on the scales a cold count, the chain is heavy, not for strike. It is the key, the guards are trust. The platform is dark, the lantern is cold. The chain on wall is not ready for a fight. The river rusts without hurry, the shackle holds time with no right to fail. Rails are silent, the tally is kept strictly. The key to the answer lies on the palm. The warehouse under the window, the final frontier where checks are not empty words. The shadow on the wall, a vow of silence. The passage is open for those in business. The seal is set, the deal is not disputed. One question without repeats. The door will not open without reason. The protocol preserves the cold style. The chain is not for fighting. The chain on oil attests to trust and strength. The rail sings, the steel is smooth. Even on the hill, the ice is sharp from the wind. The chain lies like an oil cargo, heavy but not for striking. The lock on the door, steel won't give. The key is calculated to the detail. Behind the silence, a line for the answer. The platform, a warehouse, a foundation. The lantern flickers from the light, a shield. The ledger watches and keeps. The protocol, the seal, silence is the sign of the weight of trust. The chain, the last link in the chain that binds the business to the codex. The shadow on the wall, a light call to the truth. The doors are closed, the question is closed. The door is locked, the overpass leaps. Chain on oil, a sign on the return. Key in palm, all is calculated. The seal is set, the gospel is fulfilled. Behind the glass, the lantern, an icy whisper. The station yard, no answers. A rusty hammer, and a moving gaze. Time will test the chain strength. The frozen rail, a conversation that knocks. The shackle is strong, the term is not broken. The ledger will remember all steps. The lock is in place, the key in the soul. The chain is not for striking, it is a test of trust. It lies in oil, a heavy weight. The shadow under the lantern, the final scene where the fate of words is decided. The chain lies a weight of time, and oil does not tear the air, does not want thunder. The platform waits, the door is not open, the key is cold like the eternal gauze. The lantern goes out, the shadow lies flat. The warehouse keeps marks and signs, the rail creaks. The signal without fuss, the hammer in hand waits for the slow step. The rivet, the trace of strict discipline. The case is on the tally, the word is given. The chain, the last argument of trust, cannot be broken, cannot be betrayed. The ledger, an arc of the decision. The protocol, a shield on the path to answers. The chain, not a weapon. The chain, a border that which boundaries do not break. The chain on oil, a sign of an internal bed heavy, but without the sound of a strike. The door, a prohibition. The key, the last drop, where the word in the deadlift. The seal on the column, the protocol is iron. The lantern winked in the half-light. The rail is cold, under red ice and shadow. The warehouse keeps the city silence. The contract is sealed, a matter of seconds. Steps on the overpass without hurry. The chain, the final test of trust. Strictly no losing the way here. Here the word is wait. The key on the palm, not for opening. The chain on oil hold the ring. The question is closed, the answer. In the shadow of steel rise. Mute vows.
set, the track is white from the steel beams. The shadow on the wall, an empty platform, the night is deaf. I keep the key in my pocket, the business is far from over. The lantern flickers in its first blanket, the steel is cold. The warehouse is left behind, the bridge like a line in the ledger. The chain is unlinked, the door is locked, we're gone without words. A hammer lies, a sign that a debt remains. I watch a hammer on the edge of the overpass. The case is closed, the city is quiet, steps are unheard, only the jingle of rivets under the overpass. The shadow plays with the lantern's halo in the ledger. A number is crossed out, the tally continues. A protocol, the package is clean, no holes, the track is wiped. The lock on the door is without a key, only a glance will show the way. The rails hum and them is cold and still no time for phrases. The platform is empty, but the hammer still lies there. This is the code silence, word to word sounds heavy. The count's closed, the hammer over the grave, dangerous rumor. The seal is pressed, steps carried off into the cold yard. The wires are in frost, a thread to a knot that is not yet untied. The frozen metal remembers the hands that held the hammer. The door in the alleyway, a pass but not for everyone. The dim light hints, the work was done in the night. The ledger does not lie, every line is like a trace behind. Platform a blank for new business. The hammer reminded that the score is not settled to the bottom. The hammer ends in the overpass. The case is closed, somewhere on the edge. Remnants of plans under the steel of bridges. The shackle and river behold the load that they pull down the frozen concrete. Keep tracks of slag and steps. In this yard, no one has forgotten the business is seen to the end. The lantern in the half-light like a night. It sees the darkness, the lock on the keys. Waits to shake the cover of ancient books. In the workshop, the protocols are filed. There are no accidents, the hammer lies. A silent God that waits for the sign, a matter of seconds, the hammer is always nearby. After all, the night on the platform is icy, the step is stopped by steel. The rails will lead to the points where the void speaks. The chain is removed, but no one will leave without an answer on the tally. The shadow on the warehouse walls, a witness of old terms. A seal is made, but this key is not for the hasty. The door is closed on the second lock, the tally is kept precisely. The hammer, the last stack on a stage where there are no extra words. The work is done, but the dead hangs like a cold scar. A ham on the edge of the overpass. The case is closed, a final glance at the ledger, stains from the rain. The city whispers in the wires, but the hammer stands aside. The jingle of rivets like an echo. The game is not played out, the underpass keeps the shadows of those who left into the night. The door behind is not open, the point in the protocol. The lantern flickers in the shadow on the concrete, a cautious sign the work is done. The emptiness speaks louder than words. The hammer, like a hint that the game is not yet over.
A match on the palm, the door, no questions. A steel rail cold through the dark and the frost. The furnace is not lit, rain hits the glass hard. The lantern's halo, a shadow on the concrete wall. The seal on the protocol, a matter of seconds. The key is in the pocket, no one will miss. Fear like a drop that cracks on the layout. A solitary fire, order on the edge. Solitary fire, order on the edge. The alleyway's wet, the chain did not flinch. The rivet holds, the connection is synthetic on the platform. Clouds, the rain is like a dam. The ledger chills the gaze, no backing down. The protocol is written, do not wait for answers. The match burns but goes out, a sign that it's on the tally. The door is locked, the key was left behind. We are on business, without extra words a tally skip.
We are on business, without extra words a tally skip. Without extra words a tally skip.
In the warehouse yard, slag and iron in oil. Shadows under the lantern flicker dimly. The match hurries into a wet pocket, barely alive. The overpass passes hum, an insatiable signal, no bluffing. Here every move is under lock, the bell is silent. An internal system, the rusty hammer and frost holds the blow, the path is narrow, the risk is one, and flares of rip will shatter. The path is narrow, the risk is one, flares of rip will shatter. The ledger, lines like the lines of a rail, rain on the cables like a whisper of warnings. The lock is under guard, will not flinch even once. The match will burn out and all signals will drown. The platform going nowhere, go without word. The shadow on the wall where the light dies by the standard. The key on the palm, the answer under a heavy lock. The protocol was promised, carved out in flame. The protocol was promised, carved out in flame. The staircase drowns in the milk of the rain. The noise of the overpass is like a pulse under the skin. The match does not burn but holds the blow of silence. The contract is sealed, the move is closing the seal. The door is locked, every word is a weapon. The rail trims underfoot, a ringing in the ears, the seal is set. We know the price of fire. This city is a code that cannot be broken. This city is a code that cannot be controlled on you. Imagine the palm, imagine the palm. Match on the palm, the door, no questions. The air is silent, time for real business. The rail holds its course, the rain won't break the scheme. The lantern flickers, look and understand. The key in the hand that won't tremble at the hour. The bell in the distance, silence at the limit. The path is one, hold a balance without flashing. A solitary fire, order on the edge, yeah. The rail in the warehouse, smooth and cold. The seal is set, the street's winter ghost, polished for years. Traces on the steel, underfoot slag, a shackle and a lantern. Wait in silence, contracts without words. Key on the palm, the doors closed tight. The city breathes, the platform is silent. We are on business, further without witnesses. An eye and a half light, a shadow on the concrete wall. The ledger, lines frozen like time. The rail knows the night, every rustle and slap. Sounds long hidden behind the concrete wall. The seal presses, the cargo goes on its last run. The chain knocks, rivets hold the steel tight. The protocol from the frontier, debt on the shoulders. The overpass waits and the tally is kept precisely. The gates are closed there where they wait and judge. The key in the lock, the tongue is locked forever. The rail is smooth but knows the price of the sleepers. Shadows walk, the cargo is laid on its last path. The bell is weak, the lantern shines dimly. The glass is fogged, the city holds the blow. Rivets hold the bag of history. The question is closed within the walls of this warehouse. The last run loads of silence into the arrows. The hammer knocks in time, the heart will not flinch. The rail is dragging the steel, it pulled the secrets of the past, where every step is like a frontier or a challenge. The frosted light plays with the closed door. The chain is tied but holds the precise course. The seal is set, the count is calculated exactly. Further without words, a matter of seconds remains. The warehouse, an icy chest, covered in frost. The rail with each day writes its final code. The past on the steel cannot be erased anywhere. A prison of metal where the silent ones live. The key in hand, fate in one movement. The protocol is warm but the dead is not forgotten. Slag and dust, witnesses of the night path. We will not return, the question was closed long ago.
warehouse, the cargo weighs down and breathes. The seals of the key, of rivets and of protocol. Shadows drown in the halo of the lanterns. The steel whispers, the last step is taken. Time is frozen, the cargo is accepted in silence. The key turns, the door closed in the shadow. The rail carries its own answer, its own pain. We are on business, the door is closed, the tally is kept.
A new lock on the door, without extra words. The key on the scales, a formal entry in the ledger. Silence like a warning in the shadow of the yard. Beyond the binding, rails steel, this is our business. The platform is empty, steps are not heard here. The lock will not surrender, it holds the code precisely. You don't enter by force, everyone knows the phrase. The case is closed, the tally is kept in silence. The case is closed, the tally is kept in silence. A steel shield on the gates, entry is not open to all. The lantern hides its power, shadows cut the concrete. The lock is forbidden, don't touch until you know. The ledger, a register, order and debt. The alleyway is packed in, frosting through the night. A rivet holds the system, soldered forever. The door is shut tight, the seal is more important than words. A matter of seconds, and the lock freezes solid. The code is held by the cold one's key on the palm. The staircase, the sound of the overpass hums. The new lock is without a hiss, the bell is forbidden. Silence, this is the message between the unseen. We're on business in this yard for anyone, animosity. The lock yard, like a flowchart, a closed loop. The rail is soaked in time and by the hammer long ago. The lock is silent, but in it is the weight of any mistake. The platform waits, without screams, without traces. Key
On the palm, the door no question. The seal is set in detail. The entry in the book is precise. The question is not in power, knowledge holds the limits. The lock is like a guard, tight, clear without hurry. A stranger will not pass, the code is more important than brute force. The overpass catches shadow sounds in the blue light. The door like a Rubicon of strictness and trust. The underpass, crocodiles sleep in the darkness. The key is not a toy, but a sign of the inner circle. The case is closed, the tally is kept in silence. The yard is closed like a contract. The seal stands forever. The icy lantern slides over the lock without a sound. We will not repeat. The rules are known in the district. He who holds the code, he owns the key to the palace. The bell tolls, muffled time is not on our side. The lock without fire, a cold voice of steel. Entry is not a storming, but a choice. Who is right and who guards? The sign is placed, the doors are closed, we are on business. Key on the palm, the door, no questions. Knife behind glass, the case is closed. The glass is armor, the seal is set. Rails under the snow, the path is not open. The key is in the ledger, the move is strictly recorded. The lantern shines dimly, a shadow on the wall. The quiet yard keeps an icy tally. We are on business, further without words. The
signing is on the law. The limit is agreed. The glance at the knife, not a threat or code. The platform is empty, a step without looking back. The staircase in the alley, a familiar hammer. The seal in the ledger keeps order. The glass shield, not a weapon of fear, is a sign of those lines that cannot be crossed. The knife behind glass, behind an iron lock. Further without witnesses, a matter of seconds. The knife not a dagger, but the steel of protocol. The lock on the door, control on the border. Keys in hand, not a game on the floor. The rail slowly beats in a frozen dream. The alleyways frozen, the fire of the lantern in the shadow of positions. The tally is kept precisely, we do not scream. Behind the wall of silence, the standard is like the law. The contract is bound. Behind the glass and knife, a reflection of the code. The heavy ring of a hammer on the rails. The lantern burns, the light streams the cold. The seal makes the point, the past is closed. The door without a key will not open in vain. The tally is kept in the book, no one is broken. Silence, this is still, the dead remains. The lines are drawn, the steps are not forward. The code is red, the knife is held flat. The fog glass without extra phrases. The platform is empty, slag and gray asphalt. Shadows on the walls, the protocol is in place. A foot over the line, and once the bell rings, key on the palm, the door will not be opened again. The knife behind glass, but the meaning became deeper. The business is the light that the code will not pass. The knife behind glass, the case is closed. The lantern's halo, the lines are set, iron in oil. The move is under control. Row after row, the rails keep the peace. The seal is set, the oath is fulfilled. We move as we must without extra phases. The knife behind glass, the boundary of the code. Further without witnesses, the signal light is silent. Dark, Russian, gangster rap, gangster noir. Dark trap, cinematic, underground. English lyrics, immediate hook. Track 1 is a punch, halftime beat 68 BPM, hard hitting kick drum, driving 808 sub, crisp, dry snare, sparse, hi-hat, spoken word, main male, Vodafone, strong, Leviton, pull money to extension, dry, mix, low, river. I don't know urban drones, dark icy paths. Metallic clangs, distant church bell hits, subtle and it's still engaged. Punctual, non-rhythmic, focus, restraint, no profanity.
Legend in these schnapps, it adds upon the tally. Silence between the steps, understand your own debt. The furnace on the wall hums dimly, the lantern flickers. Names in pencil like a check for who does not pay. The lock on the door, key in pocket, the account is closed. Shadows walk without a sound, steps whisper in time. Sheet after sheet, the codex in the stairwell. Every dead a shadow over the shoulder, and the case is closed. A matter of seconds, cap on the shoulders. The watch is silent, the lantern draws a halo. Where the ledger rests, the chain fastens quiet. The door is sealed with steel. The rail on the platform knew both trouble and order. In the shadow of the alley where the old man walked with a book. Seal in the column, the dead is signed on the sheets. Every step is a payment, notes without sound. No one will forget, the code is in the knot, and the steel gaze. The ledger grows in the depths like steel behind the lock of old. The alleyway, an archer for those who live by the telly. Rivers knock like a pulse and a ring like a hammer. The line in the book, a point without noise, a restrained move. The half-light of the staircase, where us of cold business. The names are written, sheets without extra words. Bullets are not
recorded in the registry, the protocol acts here. We are on business there, where the calculation in the steel table wall, the hammer on the slab, the standard is observed. To the edge, under the wall, lies the ledger. The dead is marked in shadow. The rails are out of sight. Station holds a pulse. Debts are written strictly. Remember who took and when. The lantern pours them wet. Regime without loopholes. The staircase is the city. Every step unaddressed. The name in the ledger unmarked. But the tally is kept precisely. In the silence, the fate of actions. In the seal in the night, every dead is sealed in the school of old houses. Slowly dust settles on the pages of the ledger. In the corner of the stairwell niche, the key and lock sleep, waiting. So the rails are not clogged by steps. In the sluggish count, the shadow on the wall fades, but the book remembers all. The columns are leveled by the strictness of icy hands. The codex goes beyond words. The door is closed. Debts are on the list. Silence means the tally. The ledger, keeper of secrets. Book of frozen days. Thin pencil leads a soundless verdict. The step, a link in the chain that hears the creak of footfalls. The alleyway like an arcade. Order is worth its weight in gold. Key on the palm, protection. The door is locked. Tired of the names are beaten without a whisper. Dead he's without words. Steel and concrete. Silence where the ledger lives. The case is closed. The business is done. We move on business.
Ring on the finger, the case is closed. The city's empty, only a ringing along the rails. The forged lock, a point in the ledger. The platform trembles under the step of steel chains. The seal is set, the silence is decided. Key in the palm, no extra sound is needed. The door is closed, tight, the overpass glisten. We are on business, time waits for no one. Ring on the finger, the business is closed. The city sleeps in the halo of the lantern. A shadow on the wall, a forgotten warehouse. In the gloom, the rail is silent. Slag lies on the asphalt. A river knocks like the essence of agreement. The hammer is like a matter of seconds on the scale. The path is closed, the door stands locked. The lantern flickers but doesn't let the faces blur. All according to the ledger column. A codex without word. The seal is active, the door is locked tight. The ring slipped under the finger without extra words. The sign, it is time and the end of the path. Slag underfoot, the icy chain grows cold. The alleyway is silent, the city, a witness in the night. The key for a split second, and the case is closed. The frozen yard and the sound of rails. Silence, the deal is sealed, the tally's kept without errors. The glass standard, the cold verdict of fate. The seal is set, the case is closed, the ring is on the finger. Dawn slides along the rails of the empty yard. The ledger keeps the silent line. The platform is cold, the chain will not flinch even once. The rivet is tight and the protocol is stubborn. The iron lock guards time and pain. The key will not return, it is now part of the code. The lantern shines dimly. The hero's made of steel. We are on business. In the silence is the full calculation. Ring on the finger, the case is closed. The city is empty, only the overpass knows the truth. The staircase is iced over by the wind. The door is locked inside, the decision is made. The tally is kept precisely. The stakes are removed from the game. The shadow on the concrete, the power of internal discipline. The cold rail hums, the night goes over the horizon. The seal in the ledger, a sign indisputable and clear. Time answer, a silence that speaks louder than words. The seal is set. The case is closed, the ring is on the finger.
crackle goes on the air, a signal without a face or shadow. The alleyway hums, the lantern hits the glass, steps in the shadow of the seal. We are on business. In the ledger, the lock is silent about the orders. The key lies calmly, the move is by guards without words. The rails await the run, the hammer of fate rings quietly. The cable hisses, the tally is kept and the doors are closed. The signal distorts, the sound is warped, faces are hidden. The cable buzzes with its icy voice. The platform is in darkness, the overpass is freezing in frost. Behind the yard wall, a whisper, an order without an answer. The lock is under control, the door is locked again. The seal is set to work without extra words. In the chain of wires, clumps of fog and time. We are moving forward, a matter of seconds close. The cable crackles, the switchboard winks dimly. The lantern breathes dimly, a shadow plays on the wall. The yard is filled with static, voices without a face. A rivet holds the connection, the hammer has struck its term. The ledger is open to the last lines. A steel rail leads to the warehouse of closed cases. The key on the palm, further without witnesses. The cable leads the way, history in silence. The crackle of the cable is a whisper that cannot be heard. The staircase, cold without compromises. The underpass shatters smoke from the lantern behind the shackles of the chain. The protocol and the steel code. The lock is in iron, the door will not open easily. The seal is under pressure, the tally at the end of the day. The cable gets stuck in the slag of signals and silence. Silence is the standard, step by step the measures are taken. Under the platform stretches the chain. The rail leads in the shadow, the cable rustles and crackles, but the meanings cannot be revealed. On the walls of the yard, the lantern's halo and dirt. The key is in the hands of those who act without extra words. The line is written, the essence without extra noise. The lock holds time, the doors are closed tight. The ledger, the weight of paper trails. The cable deforms, the voice is lost in the frequency. Rails and code, the connecting thread of warehouses. The cable whispers the order, but only we know the code. The alleyway swallows breath and steps. The seal is set, the tally cannot be dropped. The lock is resolved to be strong, the key seeks no pity. A matter of seconds, the question is long being closed. In the cable static, crackle, faces hidden in shadow. Information, string that cannot be parsed.
Built by the exit.
Built by the exit, where with no return. The shadow on the wall, the grate is locked. The path is closed, the key is old and cold. The rail under for dampens, the final step. A matter of seconds, the seal on the protocol. The lantern flickers, the light thin and dim. The bell rings, a moment without repeats. The case is closed, further without witnesses.
Built by the exit.
A world with no return. Behind the door is emptiness, the city sleeps in the wires. The concrete staircase knocks from the steps. The ledger is sealed with steel, the seal is pressed. The tally is kept clearly. The key under cold ice enters the lock. The bell rings thinly, the term is complete. The case is closed, pages are turned. The bell, not just a sound but an omen. The overpass is white, rain in the dark yard. The rail screeches again, but the next one is a stranger's. The lock clicks, strictness in every sound. The key on the palm, but the door is already closed. The bell whispers, the business is finished. The alleyway is dead, silence is the order. Don't look back, smooth and unbidden.
business. The bell, the last sound in the empty room. The ledger, the tailor wrapped up cases. The lantern flickers, an icy halo. The platform shines with coal at the exit. The rail underfoot up with no return. The bell rang thinly without noise. The door is closed, the seal is set flat. The case is closed, we are on business without words. The bell by the exit, a sign of completion. Rivets on the door, shackles hold tight. The key in cold hands, under control. The lock is tight, the tally is kept carefully. The lantern flash, a fleeting glance at the steel. The bell recedes, behind the back. One more step and it all begins anew. The case is closed. We've already left. The bell by the exit, a world with no return. The alleyway is silent, shadow on the concrete wall. The rail is cooled in oil, smoke knocks in the silence. The ledger, the last line, the seal on the door, the key in the lock. Madly, the bell rings, it means the term is up. The case is closed, the doors are locked forever. The bell by the exit, a moment no return.